Hey peeps,
Hello, humans.
we're gonna do a conversation about the thing we're not allowed to talk about, and
But we're allowed to talk about it, but we're not allowed to specify the specimen.
not allowed to specify the specimen. So every time we say it by its real name, we're gonna dub over the human malware.
Or blank.
Yeah. So if you hear that, that means we're talking about that sickness that's going around.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously.
Okay, human. That made loud, great noises.
Yeah, and we're trying an experiment this time where we got the power device, lab mic, plugged into this old random phone we have. I call it Rando phone. And we're just going to lay this on the table and see if it picks us, both of us up. And we're going to try not to spill hot sauce all over it.
Now you got some really good sounds of the plate because the lag mic's really close to the plate. Look carefully. This is all gross looking. It has all gross things on it. Oof. You need to clinicate it. I just noticed that. It's like...
I can't believe, sir, that we would serve you such a filthy fuck. I am so sorry. I would immediately hail the chef in the kitchen and tell him that there has been a gross injustice. It's all from
Just clean it.
it's a sketch from Monty Python.
Thank you.
If anybody wants to see that, just go on YouTube and look for Monty Python Dirty Fork.
Wait, that's a thing?
It's a thing.
Oh god.
It's literally a sketch that was made in the 70s. It's so funny.
Dirty Spoon in the sequel.
Well, they have the manager out there and the waiter, and they're being really nice, both the manager and the waiter, right?
Yeah.
And then the chef comes out and he's mad, and he's yelling.
Dirty fork.
He's yelling at the
Dirty fork.
at the customers. He's not like the waiter and the other guy being like sorry, overly sorry. He's like overly mad at the customer. And they're like, well, we're sorry, don't worry about it. It's fine. And then he gets really mad and he's like, oh, my war wound. And there's a version of the Dirty Fork sketch that was done live on stage. And the whole time the chef has one of those prop arrows. Looks like an arrow went through your head, but not really. And he goes, oh, my war wound.
I want to see that really badly now.
We can watch that after our the human malware conversation. I'm going to take it to the original thing we said and dub it over it. You like that? The human malware.
The human apocalypse, not really, except for older people and the youngest people that exist.
Where's that card?
Yeah.
Is it still over there? You didn't throw it away. Oh, here it is. The card.
Why would I throw it? Blank.
The human malware.
We can't have it because that is an alcoholic beverage. When you said it first.
Oh, I'll add that.
Yeah, you can't have alcoholic beverages when you're keto.
Right. It was a beer that I liked before I went on keto.
And you don't get the blank from the blank.
So how long is your spring break normally?
1 week or something.
Is that how long it was last year? Or a week?
A week or two. Like a week and a half, actually, I think. I don't know.
You're too young to remember last year. So how long have you been off of school now?
Like a week and a half, I think.
And you're going to be off at least until the end of this month, right?
Yes.
Till the 30th. What's today? Today's the 24th.
Actually, I'm going to be off past this. I think it's going to be like April 9th or something.
April 9th?
Not April. May. Or whatever month is next.
April.
Yeah. April 9th is realistic. It's not like West Virginia or something.
West Virginia, something home.
Because you can't say the lyrics because of YouTube.
No, because I can't remember them.
Spicy, not really.
Right. It's just tasty. When your tolerance for spicy food gets as high as ours, this is just flavor. It tastes sweet to me. It's weird. There's no sugar or anything in it.
No, not chili peppers. That's probably the reason.
You think chili peppers are sweet?
Possibly.
I don't remember what kind it is. Let me see.
I think this habanero are like the really, really weak version of it.
Well, I don't think so. I think it's cayenne. Let me see if I'm
the
right.
beta version of it.
Yeah, it's aged cayenne peppers and vinegar.
They're old.
Water, salt, and garlic powder. So, your mom said you have some schoolwork to do. Is that right?
Yes. It's not nearly as bad as other people, I think.
Like other people get more schoolwork than you
Yes,
think?
a lot more. I'm pretty sure.
Well, it's good they're doing something.
Yeah, they're not just being derpy.
Derpy, like, oh, just go home. Because kids forget what they're working on. And it's not good to just say, oh, you graduated whatever grade you're in without actually doing the studying.
Yeah, like what I'm doing right now only takes like an hour and a half or something. Less than that sometimes. But even that is enough to just keep the things in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
The people at my school are probably lucky.
What, that they have just a little bit to do, but at least it's something?
Yeah.
What kind of stuff did you do today?
Math. I do all the normal subjects I have to do. It's just a lot less than normal. Like I did a slide on a planet. Only one, not like 5 that I normally do.
A planet? Which planet?
Neptune.
Neptune. Cool.
And it was like a really simple what you had to do it. To like complete it. Not like, but actually complete it.
I've had
to do something. To work at home.
I've done some tests on the computer where if they would just let me get to the answer, I would do it real fast. It was one time I applied for an IT job, and it was for doing configuration maintenance for cell phone towers.
Cool.
Yeah, that would have been a sweet job, right? But they had this hour-long training on just one topic, which was called care of IP. Yeah, you know what an IP address is, right? It's where, and I can explain to you probably in less than 3 minutes how it works.
But they took an hour.
When they activate your phone or you get a SIM card, wherever your device is at that moment, that tower is your host. Every time you do I don't remember what it's called, but you go in the menu on your phone and do a reconnect thing, or change to GSIM or whatever it is, it disconnects and reconnects to the closest tower, and that becomes your home tower. And then you get an IP address from there. But then you're in your car and you're driving and you get out of range of that tower. Right?
Obviously.
You're given half of something to transmit. So you hit another tower and you give it half of that, and it's able to look at that half and know it came from that tower. It gives you a care of IP address. So that whatever, say, you're just a person sitting in the back seat and you're texting your friend.
Or you're playing a random video game.
And it's online. But whatever it is, it has to connect to that server. So let's say you're texting somebody in Facebook and Facebook's server is in California and it wants to get to you. It has to go through all these different hops. A hop is a network node. And then when you were at your home tower, that was the last node. But now you've moved away from that tower. So that home tower always is a node in your connection. It hits your actual IP address, but then it knows your care of IP address because the other one had piece of it, and it knows anything that's coming and going to you has to go back to this tower. But
like nodes, there's actually a thing in BBG called nodes, and like when there's a certain button you can press, then you can drag the car and make it fly away and things. It's basically what it is.
But it was so upsetting to me that it took an hour and a half to get through all this talking and like, when will they let me click next? Oh my gosh, I understand already. Till I got to the end, they're like, what's a care of IP address? A, B, C, or D? And I'm like, that's all? C. Congratulations, you are done with this module. Click continue to go to the next module. And I went back to root menu, and there were like 25 things. And I emailed the tech recruiter, says, I am not interested. It took me an hour and a half to get through a module that taught me something I could teach you in 3 minutes. I do not want to work for them if this is a requirement.
Yeah, they're just smoking crack.
You hear it here first. Adult jokes coming from Charlie. Yeah, they're just smoking crack because they think I'm going to spend 25, 30 hours and not get paid. That was 30 hours that they should have been...
Like $400.
If they told me, okay,
or something,
we're going to pay you $12 an hour to do these trainings, but you have to do all of them before we pay you. Sign this contract. And then, if you get 95% or better on these, we'll hire you at $18 an hour. I would have been like, that sounds right, I'll do that, right?
Except it takes like 3 billion years.
But they were like, no, our employer requires that you do these 25 trainings. And the first one takes an hour and a half.
The second one takes 3 hours and a half. Why?
Who knows? So how long does it take to do, like, your planet thing? What, it took you like 5 minutes to do that one thing?
Like 20.
20?
Yeah.
Now that's a decent amount of time to learn something and then answer a question. I have actually at my job, I do stuff like that once or twice a year to refresh us on security, like don't open phishing emails and stuff, and I get through them like in 20 minutes.
Yeah, I would probably do that too.
I do have to pay attention because they're not speaking in IT terms, they're speaking in regular people terms. So I have to make sure, like, yeah, okay, it's that one. Do you know what a phishing email is?
Not really, but I'm pretty sure it's like, it's trying to suck out all your personal information or something.
He's 11 years old, gentlemen and ladies, and those who identify as something not above.
Like a boxy robot.
Like a boxy robot. And he had a better answer than I've heard some people say. Now they're trying to get information out of you.
Yes.
And basically, there's a few rules. Like, if you get an email from somebody and you're not expecting it, and they're asking you for stuff, that's a red flag. If they're from outside of your organization,
like Trap Drip or those scams on YouTube.
Yeah, but
that changed their username like every 3 hours.
That's a red flag. Their username is funny. I got one that appeared like it came from a music equipment website, except the email address was from somebody at Gmail. That was a red flag.
Yeah.
Because somebody that owns their own business has enough money to either run their own server, to have their own domain at mydomain.com.
Whatever the flag.net.com.
Or they can pay an online service to match their email address with
whatever they're called.
Have you been stressed out because of the human malware?
I'm not really stressed out by it.
That's good. You've been washing your hands real good?
Yeah. It's neither like really it's not that bad for me. It's kind of just annoying me. It doesn't happen that often at all.
What, being annoyed about it?
Yeah.
Do you know how when you wash your hands, most of the times you just do this, and all you've washed is this between your fingers a little bit in your palms. But you need to do this, like that, and do the other side.
For 20 seconds.
And then you need to do around that side, right? The left side, and then that side, and then the tops. Especially with this stuff.
It's not very good at it.
You're not?
It's not very good at it compared to dish soap.
Oh.
Not dish soap.
Well, this is hand sanitizer. You're actually, the best way is you dish soap and then rinse. And then that. And then at least once a day you use lotion because that dries you out. Because the alcohol in there is suspended in like some sort of jelly. I don't remember. Inactive ingredients. Water, carboner, triethanolamine, glycerin, propylene glycol, fragrance.
What?
Stink pretty. Aloe barbaderis leaf juice. And some colors.
Disgusting!
But anyways,
it died.
If it was just straight alcohol, it wouldn't kill any germs on you because it'd evaporate too fast. That's why all that stuff is in there.
Like, flour.
The only reason I know how to pronounce propylene glycol is because it's an ingredient in antifreeze for cars. And I know a little bit about cars.
A lot about cars.
A lot more than most people, but a lot less than the mechanic. So your school lent you a laptop? Is that right? That's cool.
Except the Wi-Fi networks, like, disconnects every time you log in and out.
That's a new security thing my job's actually doing.
Like, when you log in, and when you, like, log in when you're going to log in, then you log in, it turns off the Wi-Fi, then you have to put it on again. It's kind of a pain.
So let's say one scenario, you forget to log out, and then someone steals it. And they're actually able to plug in a USB thing to hack your password to log into the computer. But it's not logged into the school's network anymore. So they can't use that laptop to, say, put ransomware on the school's network. You've heard about ransomware, like taking down city buildings and stuff and government municipalities?
Yeah.
It's horrible. My job started doing it, and I was like, not bad. You're going to beat me over there.
Possibly.
Is there anything about it that messed up your life recently?
Not really.
Not really.
Like, this didn't really mess up my life that much.
That's good.
It only disrupts, like, schools for me, but a lot of other people, they just can't go anywhere. And they're becoming crazy and getting too much toilet paper for no reason at all. When you, like, go to the store and you get a bunch of toilet paper, it's technically just making you more susceptible. It's small brain. It's just making it spread more.
If you guys saw my video where I got my battery replaced, I actually went a couple days later and got the wheel and tire worked on. And in the middle, I had to go from one place to another place. Spoilers. I'm not going to spoil the video. You're going to have to watch that. But in the middle of going one place to the other place, I stopped by a Meijer in the middle of the day. And their toilet paper was gone, even though it was a week after the whole toilet paper craze. And then I was like walking to see if there was some meat, because I'm keto and I eat meat. And the meat was gone too, but not all of it. But next to meat was all the bread area. All the bread was gone too, and I realized that people just need to be educated. They bought all that toilet paper and they all bought all that bread. They don't realize your body doesn't need that many carbs. What does it do with it? It puts it and stores it as fat, and if it can't, it just poops it out. So why don't you just cut out the middleman and not buy so much bread and toilet paper? It's like, how many more toilet paper in one hand and bread in the other hand?
They're pooping out of the crotch, not their butts. What?
Well, I didn't feel like lifting myself up.
Why are you pooping out of your crotch? That's what it looked like. You weren't doing this.
Oh, we got this.
Oh, God.
This pretty informative card from the CDC today. It says, President Trump's The Human Malware Guidelines for America. It says some stuff. Listen and follow the directions of your state and local authorities. So, what I've noticed about the local authorities was, don't go to work if you feel sick. Don't go back to work until 72 hours after you feel better. And
so you don't spread it.
Only go to places that are essential functions, like grocery stores or to the welfare office or something. If your children are sick, keep them at home and contact your medical provider. If you're an older person or have a serious underlying health condition, stay home and away from other people. If someone in your household is tested positive, keep the entire household at home. Because let's say you have 3 people at home, only one of them's sick.
It's 1/3 chance.
Yeah, well, the other 2 people could be carriers. They
Exactly.
could carry the virus outside of the home. Work or study from home whenever possible. I'm doing that. Whenever my job allows me to work from home, I'm doing that. Even though I'm getting a little stir crazy, but I'm working on it by taking breaks away from the computer to look out the window at the not cars driving by.
And the less carbon dioxide in the sky.
That'd probably be a benefit. The silver lining in all this is that people's health will have like a jump start because of less carbon dioxide or monoxide.
Dioxide.
It's dioxide in the air.
Carbon monoxide just kills you automatically.
Oh. Carbon. Avoid social gatherings in groups of 10 or more people. I remember hearing that. Keep it under 10.
Stay like this much away from a person. You can't see me. This is how much far you should be.
That's like 10 feet. You can come like halfway. It says don't eat at restaurants and don't go to bars. That's an obvious one. Avoid.
So you don't get drunk from blank.
Avoid discretionary travel, shopping trips, and social visits.
Avoid older people so they don't get sick.
You can call people on the phone. We have technology.
Yeah.
We have the technology.
Avoid them outside of.
We can communicate without being in the same room.
Or the same universe. What?
And without spitting on each other. Which this is probably a bad example. Do not follow this example. If one of you is sick, don't sit at the same table at the same time when you're eating.
Are you everywhere?
Because you could be eating and just open your mouth and gleek all over them.
Gleek.
Gleek.
I'm covering it so you don't have
How do you like
see
your
it.
dinner? With a side of the human malware.
Well, the side of blank.
Always practice good hygiene. Don't poop from your crotch. Wash your hands.
It tastes like butter, but it's really snot. Don't do that.
It tastes like butter, but it's not. Hey, that's funny. It was a joke my dad made about this vegetable spread when it came out, and I don't remember what it's called, but the commercial was like, it tastes like butter, but it's not. And my dad would, whenever he had a cold,
You mean not?
he would go and spit it out the car window, and then turn and face me and go, it tastes like butter, but it's not. So wash your hands, especially after touching any frequently used item or surface, or
Like the doorknob.
or spitting snot.
Or that. Or the light switch. The light switch is infested with randoms.
Yeah, with random spores of nastiness.
And disgusting.
Avoid touching your face. I would add, avoid touching your face when you're walking places and you have to walk through doorways because you don't realize how many things you touch. You just, when you get somewhere, immediately go to the bathroom. And that's the last door you touch, right? The last door you touch is going to the bathroom. Wash your hands the way I described earlier.
Then punch the door like this.
If the door will open out that way, if it opens in, you can grab one paper towel, and open the door with the paper towel. Hold the door with your foot and throw away the paper towel.
Or just keep the paper towel in your inventory.
Well, you don't want to because you're keeping germs in your inventory.
True. So just throw away then.
Do you know how long it takes for the human malware to die when it's sitting on a towel?
Probably like a few days.
We need to look that up. I'm going to look that up and throw it on the screen.
Like bacteria take like 72 hours to die or something. They can survive on that.
Well, I don't know if this is an airborne pathogen. If you sneeze on somebody...
Yes, I'm pretty sure it is.
But if you sneeze on somebody, that's not technically airborne. It's because it's in the liquid.
It tastes like butter, but it's not.
Tastes like butter, but it's not spray. It's like, tastes like butter, but it's not. Now in a convenient spray bottle. Quit sneezing on me. Sneeze or cough into a tissue or the inside of your elbow. Yeah, like that. Disinfect frequently used items and surfaces as much as possible. For Pete's sake, get a towel from your closet and then wash it in the washer. You don't need toilet paper or tissues to disinfect everything.
You may need like glass cleaner, but that's it, probably.
Glass cleaner would probably kill it because it's ammonia. Big brain idea.
Maybe we could start stopping the pandemic with just... Oh god, I'm imagining the next rate of buying things. It's glass cleaner.
I'm pretty sure we'll get through this virus thing because they always come out with an inoculation and its symptoms are just like a cold or a flu. And I don't know who invented it, but somebody way back when was able to take somebody who got sick and make an inoculation from it. And that's where the flu shot comes from every year. It's they actually give you the flu and the cure at the same time.
I know. By the way, the swine flu killed much more people than this virus.
The H1N1?
Yeah.
How many people did it kill?
Like 3 times more than this, at least.
I don't remember the numbers.
I think we can openly talk about the swine flu, but not the other one.
Yeah, not this new one.
YouTube doesn't care about the swine flu. But like other more...
Somebody on the news pointed out something during H1N1. Is that over like 2.5 million people a year in the United States alone die from heart disease.
They're eating too much crap.
Yeah, they're eating too much crap. And
like literal crap. Then they poop out of their groin.
That they took out of their groin. Oh.
Oh god. It's like a rabbit except reverse.
A rabbit except reverse?
Yeah, it's stupid. It doesn't get nutrients out of its crap. Like rabbits sometimes do, but not us, not us, not us.
Elephants too. Yeah, humans should not eat crap.
Because they're crap.
Look at the ingredients of just a regular loaf of bread that you're getting. And wonder why it's more than 5 things. Wonder why does it have 5 fructose corn syrup? For one, why does bread have to be sweetened? And 2, why does it have to be corn syrup? You know that fructose cannot be processed as energy until after it's been converted to body fat, then converted to ketones, and then you have to be in a fasted state, like while you're sleeping.
Don't you only need like 5 actual ingredients for it?
Yeah, to make bread.
What are they?
Water, wheat, yeast, salt.
Sodium chloride.
Yeah, sodium chloride and some sort of preservative so it doesn't go bad on the shelf after a week.
And also if you really want to put like stevia in it or something.
I think my personal opinion was that sugar was added to bread later to make it sweet because the taste of sugar is addictive.
It's a drug.
So, let's finish up this video. Hey, you want to do it right here?
I want to eat my seltzer water. My seltzer.
Oh, you're going to be taller than me in this outro.
I'm a stellar man.
So people, stay calm and also be responsible and don't shop for only yourself. Remember, there's other people out there who need toilet paper as well.
And try and not sharp through your crotch.
Yeah, that's some weird joke that happened in this video. Sorry that happened. I've been Robert Gene.
I've been Charlie McDonald, and I'm not really sorry about that.
Because we make jokes all the time.
Bye.
Bye.
Random outro, I don't care.